All right, welcome guys. This is Star Trek Aliens. Now, I did the Klingon comic a few weeks ago because I didn't actually realize this was in a collected edition. I just found out that this was a collected deal, so I didn't need that Klingon book anymore. But this is the Aliens, and it's basically, they've done Alien spotlights at IDW for a long time. They did a round of these way back in the day, and they were great. Actually, John Byrne worked on a couple of them, and now they restarted this over the last couple of years. They did a Klingon, Trill, and Ferengi book in here. Now, the Klingon book I've already discussed in its own review, and so I'm only going to just briefly highlight it. It's Kales and his kind of story as he kind of conquered the Klingon realm back in the day. And then, of course, he goes through and he fights these crazy battles, and of course the Pharisee types say kill him as he goes through and does his deal, and he survives it because he's a great and noble warrior. He brings about the concept of honor in this story, and it was a really good story. So I enjoyed that book quite a bit. Now you get into the Ferengi one, and when I saw this, I was glad I didn't have to pick up these single issues. I mean, we knew it was going to be cringe just from the cover, and it really is. It's again, they did a couple episodes about the female rights of Ferenginar, and this one just takes it to another level where it's just like a lot of boring talk as Quark's mother is trying to smuggle out females from the Ferengi Empire. There's a lot of talking heads. The art's very you got to say it's just very generic, foreign artist who was hired to do this cheaply kind of setup, and it was hard to get through. I gotta say. It's something we'd already seen before. Next thing here is Trill. Now, Trill ended up with this Trill character, and I actually like the art on this one quite a bit. Well, that's interesting. It starts out, I would say, I don't know what happened with this, but the beginning's really good in these, and then it feels like the end of it's a lot lower quality. The figures in here don't stay consistent as we move on. You can see how the first couple pages are really good here. Maybe they just were in a rush. I don't know what happened. But the beginning was really pretty, though. I was like, huh, weird. But this is about a Trill who ends up kind of hating the idea of getting a Trill inside of her. And so she didn't want that whole deal. Turns out she gets one in some emergency deal, and then has to deal with a situation from the Trill's past where this guy was really upset and killing all the hosts of this Trill because of some personal stuff in the past. And it turns out that it was just a love gone wrong situation, and then it kind of gets fixed toward the end. Pretty neat concept for this. I enjoyed this story quite a bit. It was such a personal story, and with new characters, it actually added a lot. Like I said, the art is a little inconsistent. I really liked the beginning of it, and then it didn't quite work out as it went on into the story. Don't know what happened there. But that's that. So you get a really mixed bag with this, but overall, it was pretty readable, especially that first story with the Klingons, which we've already gone over, like I said, in another video. So really good on that. The Trill story was really good. Art was hit and miss, and the Ferengi book was really, really tough to read all the way around. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10 and make it an average overall. So this is Star Trek Aliens. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.